Good morning.
Good morning. We'll give them a few minutes to get on. When the first person pops up, then we'll know at least somebody's on there. I can't tell if that. I think I need to get my eyes checked. I'm supposed to go Tuesday, but I hadn't called and tell them that I can't go at 8 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Mary.
I'm Linda. Welcome.
With Sisters in the Kitchen.
And we want to say we are so glad to have little Linda back. Linda,
yes.
You want to say hi?
Yeah, come around here and say hi to them. She's back off of her sick leave.
Happy birthday, Linda.
Yes, happy birthday.
You.
Yes. Anyway, and for all you who are concerned about me, my fingers, I've got finger covers on them. I've been doing some decorating, and I got hot glue, and I pulled the hide off of some of my fingers, so I'm having to wear the little covers, but these covers are just great. So I have Band-Aids underneath the covers, and I just didn't want the Band-Aids to be exposed to us in the kitchen cooking. So I am fine. I know yesterday I was so tired, and I'm sorry I came across it as just being wore out, but I was wore out. But I'm feeling much better. I've slept, and I'm doing fine today. Thank y'all for y'all's concern. I appreciate it.
So we should sing happy birthday to Linda.
Okay, let's sing happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. May you feel Jesus near every day of the year. So happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. And the best year you've ever had. Linda, you're welcome. Linda was a surprise and such a blessing.
Yes.
To Mary and our family.
Absolutely.
Such a blessing. We love her.
She was a little surprised, but that's okay. God knew what we needed. So.
And my first namesake,
yes,
Bobby always said, Mary's husband always said if they had another baby, they were going to name her after me. And this was back.
I didn't think I'd ever have another.
Maybe he didn't either. Maybe that's why he said that.
No.
Maybe he thought one Linda was enough in the family.
No, he loved my sister.
He did.
My husband loved her.
But this was before sonograms were really perfected.
Yeah.
And they told Mary she's going to have a boy. Everything you bought was for a boy, wasn't it?
I had nothing for a little boy. Nothing.
And who was it that came to the hospital
Aunt Faye and Aunt Sylvie
clothes?
just brought me, I don't know how many it was, but she just lined the hospital room up with the little girl outfits that she went out and bought because I had a little girl. So that was I mean, I can still see it today. All them little pretty dresses hanging in the room.
And Aunt Faye, we're coming to see y'all soon.
Yes,
we'll let you know. But we're coming to see y'all soon, Lord willing. But I had been to East Texas. You lived in East Texas when Linda was born, and y'all did. And I had been there. 2 weeks ahead of time?
Probably. Yeah,
on her due date.
Yes,
because I wanted to be there when she was born.
She was due around Thanksgiving. Is when she was due.
And I had to go back to Mississippi, so I wasn't there. And it was on a Sunday night, and I will never forget it as long as I live. I was sitting on the organ. Sister Holland was preaching, and at the time we had a phone in the office. The office was in the front of the church, and my friend Paula was sitting back there, so the custom was whoever was closest to the door would answer the phone in the office. And she's back there, and I'm on the organ, and she's back there. It's a girl. And I started playing that organ a little bit faster and a little bit faster, and I could not wait till Sister Jean closed that service because I wanted to go call my sister. So anyway, I was so thrilled.
Yeah, it was a surprise that we had a little girl, and my husband, he was in the room with me, and he was just patting my face, and he says, "It's a girl," because we always expected a boy, and I said, "Yes, I know," because he knew I was wanting a little girl.
So this was a happy day.
Yes.
And it's always a happy day to celebrate Linda. So we are doing something really easy. It won't be a long video today, but we are doing glazed carrots.
Glazed carrots.
So
sounds good.
I've got a pound of a pound of glazed carrots, a pound of carrots that I've got.
And you already
peeled.
scraped them.
Yeah.
You
And
peeled
I'm gonna get my hands
You-
and rinse. And
You
then we're
peeled
gonna-
them. You didn't scrape them, right?
No, I peeled them.
Okay. So she's already done that ahead of time. This is the carrots.
What's the difference between peeling and scraping?
Peeling is where you're peeling
Using the thing there.
using this potato peeler. It's perfect to do those carrots. So easy. That's peeling the carrots. If you scraping them, I use the back of a knife. Is that what you do? I use the back of the knife and
A
just
knife or
and just
spoon,
scrape it, and you're scraping it instead of peeling it like you do a potato. That's the difference. So, she bought. Linda, are these carrots the carrots that has the leaves on them?
No, I went
Okay.
to every store in town and
They
everybody
didn't have
was out of them.
have the leaves.
I didn't
on
get the
them.
kind I wanted. They make a real pretty presentation if you got the leaves on them, but these are just carrots.
Okay.
And carrots will stain whatever you're using, and I'm putting on gloves just because I don't want orange hands.
Yeah, those carrot stains.
So we're just gonna pat these dry. I've already washed them, but I'll grab another paper towel. And
Well,
just
here, I'll get a paper towel.
just a couple, Mary. Don't be.
Your water powder never kill any germs on your hands.
It's 140
I'm
degrees.
telling you.
Mike keeps our hot water heater at 140 degrees, and it smokes when you turn it on. It is hot.
Mine's not that hot.
Okay, so I've got my square saute pan skillet over here, and we're going to move over to the stove, if you will. Carrots are always such a pretty bright color, and one thing about these titanium
over there.
cookware, it takes a minute for it to heat up, but once it gets hot, it stays hot real quick. And it cooks real quick. Let's see, what do I want? I want some tongs.
So you're putting butter in there?
Yeah.
Now see, I've never done carrots like this before, Linda.
Do you ever do that? Pick up one thing and it's not the one you want, so you go in there and find another one?
Yeah.
So I'm just putting some butter in the pan here. And then I'm going to add some honey. Mary, can you pour me some honey?
I will.
I think the recipe's under there, but did I put it under there or is it over
Here it
there?
is. Here it is.
Okay. This is a real simple dish, but it's a very pretty dish, and carrots are good for you, and it's a good side dish to cook. Now, on the recipe for our members, it's going to tell you it's not a long cook time on it, but probably should have put that honey in before I did this.
Okay.
Okay.
I needed this
Yeah,
back.
you got the little skinny squirter there.
Just pour the honey in here.
Yeah, just pour it in there, and then we're just going to kind of move the carrots around, and then I'm going to put a lid on it.
So you're using honey. Now see, I would have thought you'd use brown sugar.
Yeah, I use honey. Now, some recipes call for brown sugar, but I'm using honey is what I'm using.
And Linda, ahead of time, she buttered this measuring cup on the inside, so the honey would come out easier.
Is something wrong? Somebody's calling us.
I don't know.
I don't
I'll
think
check
so.
It. I'll check it.
Okay.
Do you need a spatula again?
No, I'm going to put a little bit of Flake Sea Salt in here.
I forgot to turn my phone on.
I just wanted to make sure that we're not having technical trouble.
No, he's
No.
fine.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, so I'm going to turn this burner up just a pinch, and I want to make sure that all the carrots, you know, they get all this good glaze in it. And that sea salt just kind of counteracts the sweetness. Glazed carrots are sweet, but it kind of counteracts it. And we're going to put the lid on this and just let them cook, slow cook. And I think I said on there 15 or 20 minutes, depending on the size of your carrots. I will tell you this, that I learned this Thursday cooking Thanksgiving. I never cooked those pre-cut carrots, those little short ones. They cook a lot faster than these. And I almost overcooked them because it does not take long to cook them. These are going to take a little bit longer. But I'm going to turn the burner down. The honey smells so good. I'm going to turn the burner down to 3. And we'll come over here and check these. I don't want it to burn, but we'll come over here and check them every
Well, you know your
bit.
stove, you know what how hot it
There's
gets.
my little deal here. Now this skillet, unlike other boilers, this has a little deal that you can put on here to help you. So if you want to pick this up, you won't touch that hot skillet. Isn't that neat? That you can
Take it
put
off and put it back
that you
on.
can
Don't
put
take
that
it off.
on there.
Hold on. There we go.
So this fits right on there. And so if you want to pick it up, have you used yours?
I have
Mary?
used mine.
That's what
But
that's for.
I
So, and if you touch that iron, it is going to burn you because it's hot, but it's okay with this on it. So, we're just going to let these simmer here. I've got some water out in case we needed it, but you can tell we don't need water in here. You
All
don't.
that butter and honey, it looks delicious.
So, okay, so we're going to go over there and sit down and talk amongst ourselves and let this cook a little bit.
And if you have any questions, Linda's here today to help us.
Yeah. This right here is something that I love to have in my kitchen. I need to refill my container. This is Flake Sea Salt. It's a little bit different than regular sea salt. Let's see if I can show you if I have anything flake or not, but I'll get just a pinch out. Put it on my hand. It's just a little bit different. It's like it's a little bit.
It's bigger. It's a little bit flakes.
Well, it depends on what kind of sea salt you use, but I like this. I've used this for years, and I always use it in my buttercream because it helps cut the sweetness on it. The last one I bought come in a bag, so I need to fill up my container up there because it's easy to use. So I guess we'll leave this sit here for a few minutes, and I'll go back over there. I did weigh my carrots to make sure I had the right amount.
I was wondering why you had those scales out.
And
But you weighed your carrots.
I did. I weighed them.
So what's the point of weighing them?
Because I had a 2-pound bag and I didn't want 2 pounds.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to make sure I had the right.
That's my sister. I would have just got me a handful of carrots and peeled them. I wouldn't have weighed them. I said, this is a pound.
Well, I started using kitchen scales when I started baking.
Yeah, you
Because I wanted to make sure my cookie balls, and I didn't use cookie scoops a lot back then, so I wanted to make sure they were all either a 2-ounce or 3-ounce cookie ball, and you can't do that if you're just judging. And you'd be surprised, a half ounce or ounce makes a big difference.
It would be in baking and cookies like that.
Y'all saw the cookies that we made the other day, and they were pretty uniform.
Yeah, they were.
The size of them were.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So do we have any questions, Linda?
Yeah, one is, so you described the difference between scraping and peeling. Why would you want to scrape rather than peel? What's the advantages?
I think now you can say what you think. I think the old timers used to scrape them like they did potatoes.
Yeah, that might be it. I was just, and I don't know how true this is. I was just told that you peeling them, you take off some of the nutrients, and if you scrape it, you don't get rid of. You're not getting rid of the carrot for one thing, but you're leaving all the nutrients in there. That's what I've been told.
And I think you're right. Some people don't scrape them at all or peel them either. They just put them in there. But
I do one of the two because I make sure I get all the dirt out of those little grooves that's in the carrots. That's why I like to scrape them. I usually scrape them.
And another thing too with produce, it's not like you're buying from the local farmer. Even apples and different produce or different fruits, they're sprayed, or they have something on them. I don't want that in my food, so I want the peelings off of them. I'm sorry, but I do.
Yeah. Well, I do both. Sometimes I do both.
And I think peeling's
and the carrots,
faster than scraping.
And scraping them, when you're scraping them, they turn dark. I will tell you that. They'll turn brown,
Okay.
because it kind of, I don't know why. I don't know if it's just that it gets on there, but they do. They turn a little, the outside turns a little bit dark. So,
Hope that answers your question.
yeah. Any other questions?
My brain just went blank. Give me a second.
Where is little Linda's birthday, like we've already talked about, so we're going to take her out to eat for lunch. And,
Yay.
yeah.
And we're going to walk around town.
Yeah, we're gonna walk
We
around.
haven't been in Jefferson walking around since the Christmas decorations are up. So we should have a new little video on our members page
Yeah.
over there. It's a beautiful little town. It's very quaint. And they usually have, I haven't even been over there but one time since the holiday started, other than to go to Brookshire's, and Brookshire's a little bit before you get downtown. But they usually have places, real cute places to
Yeah,
take
they have
pictures.
a lot of cute
Yeah.
places. I was just sitting here looking. I was just sitting here looking at that picture that one of our followers, show them, Linda, show them that plaque. One of our followers sent both of us one of those.
I love it.
I do too. I have mine up in my kitchen too. And little Bradley, Thanksgiving, little Bradley was sitting here at the counter eating, and he looked up and he says, "There's Granny and Meemaw." It was so funny because he recognized us in the kitchen with Pinky Maws. He watches Pinky Maws when he's not in school or when they play a replay.
I need to move that cord. I just noticed it's on front. I need to put it behind. Did y'all notice I got a different plug-in so y'all don't
Yeah.
have to reach over the coffee to
You
plug
got
something
you.
in?
I bought another one of those the other day myself for our Christmas lights. Actually, it's a serger to go outside because Chuck has all the decorations.
stuff up.
Yeah, I paid a chunk of money for that thing, but it's for outside.
Well, all of mine were old. I've had mine for years, and I had one in there that I had stuff plugged in that it was just one of them little bitty ones. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy new ones for all three places, so I don't have to worry
it's
about
safety for, especially whenever. Now Chuck is really good about, he wraps those plugs outside where they connect.
I'm gonna check my carrots.
Okay, he wraps those plugs in plastic, wraps and puts duct tape. There is no way no water or moisture is going to get in it. But I'm appreciative that Chuck takes good care of trying to make sure everything is safe with all those lights outside.
There's been several people ask about your fingers. I guess they went on
Okay,
when you
all
first-
right. My fingers. I've been doing some flower arrangements, some decorating at the church, and I got super glue stuck to my fingers, and I literally pulled the skin off my fingers whenever I got burned. Anyway, somebody said yesterday if I would have a bowl of ice water there immediately to stick my hands in. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Whenever that glue hits you, if you put ice water in there, it's going to sure enough keep that to me, I haven't tried this, but it seems to me like that it would make that wax cold and I wouldn't be able to peel it off as easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have not tried that, but I may try it.
Mama used to get burned all the time with hot glue because she was constantly making flower arrangements and doing things like Marion crafts. I've never been burnt by hot glue, but I've been burnt by peanut brittle. And I know with it, you have to wait until it dries. If you don't and you peel it off, it takes your hide off. I've got scars on my toes to prove it when I made peanut brittle sandals on.
I have a scar, you may I can see it, it's about this big around, from 2 years ago for decorating the church. I was putting hot glue on the end of a ball that I said, and that ball fell right on my hand. That whole, and so I got a pretty good little scar right there. They honestly, y'all followers, these places on my hands are very small. They're just a little bitty, but let me tell you something, they hurt. And I don't want nothing to get in them. So I got a Band-Aid and these covers. So I just want them to get well because I'm going to be doing a lot of having my hands in a lot of water.
One of our sweet viewers sent those to us.
Yeah. Well, not these. She gave me some.
Oh, the blue ones?
I bought these.
Are you out of them?
No, I still have some, but the blue ones are not quite big enough for my thumb.
Okay.
So I can still wear them, but they're not. They're a little tighter on my fingers. Linda? What's the-
Lynn Atwood wants to know if y'all will share y'all's favorite Christmas memory.
Favorite Christmas memory.
Well, let me think a minute. Linda, you probably can think faster than me. My favorite Christmas memory as a child or just any time?
Anytime, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
The one, every Christmas is memorable to me. I love every Christmas, but there was one Christmas when all my grandkids and some of them was little, some of them was great grandkids. I bought them all PJs that year.
Oh, yeah.
And I got that
Yeah.
picture of them sitting on the couch.
that was so sweet.
And my two grandsons was a little old. What was they, 9 or 10? They was, they're teenagers now. But they was a little reluctant of putting on those pajamas and getting a picture made. So I can't never convince them to do that again. But I love that picture. Now that's not maybe the favorite moment. I know one of my favorite moments is when my grandkids were little. My grandkids was all little, and that was a year we used to work for the advertising company.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Carla had, I forgot how many, 4 or 5 foster kids at that
Yes.
time. We gave them the best Christmas, Linda and I did, because we was selling,
We did
We do it
displays, toy displays,
Toy displays.
all the major toy brands. We had over 100 Walmart stores that we put these displays. We didn't put them in it. Mary and I were the supervisors, but we had a crew that put them in there. And they let us do what we wanted to do with those toys.
with those
after we got
the
through.
toys that we demonstrated, and we gave everybody we knew toys that year. But all of our grandkids and foster kids, they got the biggest Christmas that year, and it was fun.
That was fun.
Because
That
they
was
got
fun.
a lot of presents that year.
That was fun. And
So what about you?
last year, I guess I would say 2 things. Last year on your porch, I thought was a very, very sweet time. It's always hard to top being with your family. So that would be probably something as us being our age now. But when we were kids, and this is when we were all at home, and you can't turn back time, but these are memories that I'll always have in my heart. When the first person that woke up after Christmas morning jumped up and ran through the house and started
Woke
waking everybody
else.
up, and
That's
then
right.
we would all go in the living room.
what we did.
We all had our space that Mom and Daddy didn't wrap gifts. They put them out by our chair or our seat or the couch. We had our shoes.
We put our
there.
shoes wherever we wanted Santa to leave our stuff. That's where we put our shoes.
And we knew it was Mom and
Yeah.
Daddy, but it was just a
and
very
they would
magical
put,
time.
and they would put nuts
Orange
and
and
oranges and
apple.
apples in our shoes.
in our shoes,
And then our gifts on the couch.
and
or
those were times that were you couldn't replay those.
No.
Those times are
And
so great.
Then when I started having kids, I did my kids the same way. I had them I just told them wherever they want Santa to leave their things to put their shoes, and that's what I did for my kids. I always laid it out for them to get up the next morning and find them.
And I think does Charles do the same thing?
I don't know.
Did he do the same
I
thing?
imagine Charles. I imagine they did. Edward and them might have too. I really don't know, Linda. But I know I followed Mama's footsteps in that tradition.
That's true, and I was always disappointed to get fruit in my stocking.
But that's what we grew up. Times have changed. My kids had fruit and stuff whenever they wanted it, and then Christmas I gave them a stocking with oranges and apples and nuts, and that wasn't a big thing for them, but I still did it because that's what we grew up doing.
Our carrots are almost done. I'm gonna let them cook just a few more minutes, and then we'll put him on the fire.
And another thing, Linda, I was thinking about when we were kids. You know, Ma and Pa, they lived out in this, out in the country, of course. And the windows, they didn't have screens, and just these 4-pane windows. They'd raise it up. And remember during Christmas, Santa Claus, somebody dressed up.
It was Uncle Herschel.
We found out it was Uncle Herschel after he got grown, but I didn't, probably at an early age, I realized it wasn't a Santa Claus, but I still couldn't figure out who that was dressed in that red suit. He would come to the window and talk to all of us kids and give us an orange or an apple at Ma Lee's house when we were kids. That's what he did.
We were little then.
We were little.
We were little kids then. And that was really a fun time too.
Yeah.
We always went down. Did we go on Christmas Eve? We were always home on Christmas.
It was Christmas Eve at Ma's.
We went to Ma's house
Lee's. It was Christmas Eve. And nowadays, big get-togethers don't happen on Christmas Eve because everybody's doing their own thing at their own home. Yeah. I don't even have mine until after Christmas because I want my family to be able to have their own Christmas and then come and us all celebrate. Right. So
and this was. How many rooms was it? Was a small house. Was it 4 rooms?
Ma Lee's?
Yes.
I think it was just 4.
4.
The living room had a bed.
They called it the front room, and some of you old timers will remember that. They didn't say living room. It was a front room because it was a front room in the house, but it also had beds in it.
Yeah.
Because you had to have enough beds for everybody to sleep. So, and they had a front porch.
Yeah. A long front. Well, it wasn't long. To us, it went
across the
front.
House.
It wasn't that big of a house.
No.
But we would run out there on that porch after Santa Claus would disappear from the window. We would run out, and I remember one time I thought for sure I seen Santa leaving in the sky.
I never could see him. I didn't understand why other people could see him and I couldn't.
I just I was imagining, of course, but I just knew because I was a little older than the other kids because we are the oldest, and I was pointing up there telling the kids, "There he is, there he is." I remember that as a kid, but I was little because it wasn't that many years I figured out it really was a Santa Claus, but. Anyway,
we have some very good memories growing up of Christmas.
We do.
Did anybody else ask anything?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
I'll do this one.
Okay. We're just a little bit and have our carrots done, and I'll pour them up. Now it really does not take long to cook these unless you've got gigantic carrots, and if you do, then it's going to take longer. Yeah. But the best carrots to fix for these glazed carrots, you need to find the small ones because they're
the small round. Yeah, the long ones, the small.
Yeah. I
guess you can pick them out. Get a 2-pound bag.
That's what I did. I got a 2-pound bag and picked out the ones.
Pick out a pound of the little ones.
Picked out the ones that I wanted to cook.
They want to know if you'll have a tree.
Well, I'm going to have a tree.
Don't have one yet, but I will.
I've got one that my son's already gotten it out of storage, and it's just a matter of time. I've got to get it put up. Hopefully this weekend I will get my tree up. I just have not had time to get it done. Now on the other, now little Linda, she got a jump on everybody. Her tree's been up for about a week or 2 weeks at least. But and it's beautiful. One day we may have to film at her house and show you because she really fixed her Christmas room up nice, pretty, real pretty. But no, I got a Christmas tree. See, I have to move things around to get a Christmas tree in my little house. But I have one. I'm going to get it put up hopefully this weekend and get some decorating done. I've got the ladies meeting, ladies little party Saturday night. So we'll get that over and that'll be behind me. And then I can start working on my house. And
I don't have any pretty greenery to put on here.
You gonna bring it over here, Linda?
Yeah, because I didn't have the ones with the stems on them. Now, if you were cooking for, several people, you probably would want to make a bigger recipe.
That looks good, Linda.
You can taste it if you want, Mary. If you don't, you don't have to.
Well, I am gonna taste it. Oh, yeah.
Does that feel like it's done?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And how long now? You cook these 15 minutes?
I think I said 15 to 20 minutes on the recipe. It depends on the size, but I would say no more than 20 minutes.
This is probably going to taste like candy yams.
It might. They're very good.
Mm-hmm.
It does remind you of candy yams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if some of you don't want the sweetness of this, you can cut down on the...
It still tastes like carrots, so. The reason I said that is because a lady from church, well, she was a visitor, but her daughter goes to church there, and she made, and it was mashed up like a sweet potato casserole, but it looked like a sweet potato casserole, but it was made with carrots.
It
tasted like sweet potato. Yeah, that's what's it called now?
Souffle.
It was delicious. You know what? I did make one of those right after I got the recipe.
Okay.
And right after Christmas was over, I made one of them. It took a lot of carrots to make that.
I imagine it did.
It took a lot of carrots, but it was good. It was good. But
so,
anyway.
if you like carrots and you want to fix something different for one of your sides for your Christmas meal, it's a good side dish.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very good side dish. And
very
again,
good.
if you don't want that much glaze on them, just cut down on the honey. You could even spice it up and put a little cayenne or a little bit of black pepper to cut down on the sweetness. But I like them. I think they're very good.
It's very good, and it does have a carrot taste.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would taste more like sweet potatoes. Any other questions, Linda?
No, but can you tell everyone I said thank you for the birthday wishes and the prayers?
Yes.
Linda wanted us to tell you that she appreciated all the prayers that all you prayed for her when she was sick, because she was very sick.
She was.
And we appreciate your prayers, and Linda said to tell y'all that she appreciated and to thank you for the birthday wishes. She appreciates it.
So, we will be back next week. We'll be at your house on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then back here on Wednesday and back at your house on Thursday.
Right. I'm going to be doing some of the things that I'm going to be making for Saturday night. Some dips and stuff like that I'm going to have. So that's what I'm going to be doing next week on our videos.
And I'll be making one of my really good cookie recipes. You're not going to want to miss this. This is something that I've made for years. It's different. It has several steps in it, but it is well worth the time and effort that you put in making these cookies. So we'll see y'all back next week. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And for all of our members, we thank you. And we should have a new video posted hopefully soon. And for everyone that's watched us from the beginning and that continues to watch us and support us and that orders from us, from our other pages, we thank you so much and we love you.
Go to our website and check out our website.
Yes.
And our membership, you just click on membership if you want the recipes. And it is a small fee. It's $5.99 a month for all our recipes, but we try to get them to you in time so that you can, if you want to cook with us. So,
right.
We're proud of it. We thank y'all for all your support, and don't forget to count your blessings.
We love y'all.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.